Yeah, welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show today. We've got some, I'm going to show you my Insta 360 go-to I have mounted on my Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle. I am going to turn down my headphones. There we go. All right, got that. And I've got some cool videos that I found that are drone related that I think you guys will love. But before I bring up my co host, I am going to do some comedy. This is the comedy portion of the show. It's extremely funny one liners. I'm on a whiskey diet. I've lost 3 days already. The person who invented autocorrect should burn in hello. The best thing about the good old days is that they were neither good nor old. As I get older, I remember all the people I've lost all the way. I think to myself, maybe a career as a tour guide wasn't for me. I always take life with a grain of salt, plus a lime of lemon and a shot of tequila. I went to see the doctor about my short-term memory problems. First thing he told me was make me pay in advance. I always borrow money from a pessimist. He won't expect it back. I heard a great joke about amnesia, but I forgot it. The New England Journal of Medicine reports that 9 out of 10 doctors agree that 1 out of 10 doctors is an idiot. My friends tell me that cooking is easy, but it's not easier than not cooking. Alrighty, let's stop with that much fun and let's bring in my co-host all the way from Liverpool, New York. It's the effervescent Chuck.
Effervescent Chuck. Hey Art, how you doing? Hey everybody in the chat.
I'm doing pretty good.
I just inhaled shrimp tacos. So if I
Ooh, that sounds good. I've got Cornish game hens in the crock pot. Been cooking all day.
Ooh, well, we're gonna have to delay this show an hour so I can make dinner properly. It was a mad rush. It's pouring down rain, and I was outside grilling the shrimp.
Oh boy, that's
pouring
down.
Not
a good time to do some grilling while it's raining.
It started raining as I started grilling, of course.
Oh boy,
of course, right? Yeah. So how's everybody doing?
I've got a Cornish game hen. Last Sunday, I went over to the late Eric Enstrom's house to pick up some things. They said, "Hey, come on over. Whatever you want, you get take." So, Cornish game hen was one of them, and plus a bunch of antelope steak and burgers and a prime rib and a.
Did you empty out his freezer?
Yeah, you had a big freezer. It was just
not anymore.
And it had some frozen bait, some suckers that he froze, vacuum freezed. It was amazing. But yeah, so I got some food and I picked up this guy. A Spectrum D60.
It's a big old controller.
This is more for helicopters and and planes and sailplanes, gliders, and stuff like that.
So it has like 7 channels, basically.
6.
More 6. Okay.
That's why it says DX6.
DX6.
Otherwise, it'd be DX7.
Oh, I thought helicopters had like, I must be thinking wrong. I thought they had like 9 degrees of freedom or something, but maybe not. Maybe I don't know how that works.
I also picked up another microphone for to hook up to GoPro and stuff like that. It looks kind of like a Rode microphone, but it's a Movo. And it came with a dead cat on it, so I was able to snag that. And I snagged a Behringer 1202 mixer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I love my Rode wireless go-to microphone set. That stuff's good stuff when I use it.
Yeah.
They only run 8 hours, so when you're out doing a day of vlogging, you have to remember to turn it off. You have to turn all 3 devices off. So it's like, Lori, turn them off. Turn it back. And they got to remember to turn it back on. And we were like, that never works out well in post.
I want to say hello to a few people in the chat. Ed, love my drones. Akira show. Northeast Droneless. I trying to think. I think his name is Barry. If I'm correct.
I'm so bad with names. I struggle. Everybody says, "Hey, Chuck, how you doing?" I'm like, yeah, hi."
Then there's Mel 400 AGL and Angela, Lost Girl Heights, who won last week. And thank you very much for that that photo that you posted on Facebook. And then we have Michael Fly Zone Drones and JSK Enterprise. Gary Bauer, Bill Ronayne, known as Uncle Bill's Toys, and
there's a lot of people in the chat right now.
Matt Bagwell and Drone Shots, Jody Drone Shot, and
Media,
Chris Hope,
Bagwell,
I saw earlier, Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk,
man,
and Alan, Drone Views Media, all the way from Ireland.
I tried to get a new guy to come in here. One of my coworkers I discovered on Friday is a drone dude.
Oh, and Tater. Hey, Tater.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, this guy named Trey Hogue. I work with him. He's in Virginia. And he seems like he's all alone flying his drone in Virginia. He has his channel only has like 26 subscribers. I said, dude, you gotta gotta check out.
Well, there's a couple of guys in Virginia. There's Rodney Bell.
Yep. I thought of Rodney this morning.
Brad Alston. Yeah.
Yeah, well, if this guy would take my lead, I'm trying to bring him in to the.
Oh yeah, come on in.
The
nice thing about this channel, it's kind of a networking channel. You could meet new people and help build your channel. And hello to Jim Wallace, alias Mr. Graphic. And
right now,
someone said that James, my PI Dream, in here. Oh, speaking of James, I gotta show everybody this. I finally got one. A dragon fruit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had it at the local grocery store. I was going there to get those little baby red potatoes that go with my Cornish game hen. Yeah. And I needed an onion. So I saw this and I thought, oh, I'm going to snag that. So try that. I'll have to go get some ice cream now.
It doesn't look as colorful as James do. Maybe because it had a long trip from
probably
its origin. Yeah. They're very
So
colorful.
that would be tasty with some ice cream.
That's what James says.
Yep. So that'd be good. And so, yeah, I went and bought a bag of those little baby red potatoes to throw in there. They ought to be nice and soft after the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a busy night.
Slow
eat dinner.
cooking.
Then I'm going over to Jake's Roadhouse to see Project X play.
What's Project X cover? Are they a cover band?
They do all kinds. They do Dire Straits. They do. They even do some Michael Jackson. And
that's quite the cross. I mean, to go from Dire Straits.
Yeah, they play Billie Jean. And they they do all kinds of stuff. So. Mendez Drone Ops, good to see you. You got a good crowd tonight.
Yeah.
Last week was kicking. We got 40 views, live viewers, which was awesome.
You're at 25 right now, it looks like.
Yep.
A nickel, quarter.
Yeah,
quarter. Nickel. Yeah, 5 nickels. What's wrong with me? Too much white wine. This is Oregon, by the way. This is from Bella Vita. Bella Vita. Oh. Thank you, Steve. He's a drone guy, but he never stops in either. The owner of Bella Vita Vineyards in Willamette, Oregon, has he had a parrot of Nafi when I met him, and he flew it into his building. He flew it into the building. Did I tell you that story? Yeah. Well, he has this really nice building with a second level deck, and he launched the drone from the second level deck.
Oh, there's Trey Hoagie.
Trey, there you are, brother. Everybody
say hello to Trey. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
He's my coworker buddy. He's buddies in Virginia. We just met Friday. We were talking drones all during lunch hour. The whole lunch hour, we were looking at each other's channel stuff. And Trey has a pretty cool channel. He's very cinematic. So you guys
I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, check him out. Here, I'll put his channel in the.
Yeah, go ahead. Put it in the chat. Put the link in.
Looking to grow. He needs to get hooked up with Rod, though. You know, because
that's right.
He does. He needs to get. Oh, he's hiding on me. Trey, where the hell did you go? Oh, there we go. I'll find him. Anyway, it's really cool how you it's really fun. You find out somebody's into drones like you are, and it's like a whole big deal. You get to talk to somebody, get their perception, their views.
Right.
And I can't believe how many...
Carla Enstrom is watching. That's Rick's sister-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she lives in Kansas, Mentor, Kansas, which is, southwestern Kansas, not very far from Rick's Ranch in Bristol, Colorado.
Struggling.
So,
I'm struggling.
And then I saw, who else is there? Okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. I'm slow, Art.
Dustin. I want to say hello to Dustin. Also, let's jump right into what I was...
Okay.
Check that out.
Ooh, check that. Oh, that's the go-to.
Yep.
Wow, that fits nice in there. Oh, I just put Trey's linky up in case anybody wants to check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah. Wow, is that blue 3D printed mount right there? Is that what you
Yes,
have?
it is. I got this on eBay. I got the camera on Amazon. Oh, by the way, I have a link in the description. I have for Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle. If you want to, you don't have to buy that. All if you go click on that link and go shopping, you buy something there, I get a commission off of that. Ooh. So this is a cool little mount on here. This takes out the jello, because it's
it has
soft.
a little bit of
it's got
so it
these
has like rubber
O-rings
grommets. Yeah, I see the little grommets in there.
that hook on there. Boy, it took me a while to figure out how the hell does that go on there. And I went back to my eBay and looked at it and I go, okay, it looks like it hooks over here. And so it hooks under here. And it took me forever to figure out how to pop those in. And what I did is I got a little flathead screwdriver to open it up so I get one corner in and start working it in.
That's like
once I got them both.
Sorry, once you got them both
on, then I was able to hook it on to the mount. So
yeah,
I found a cool channel on YouTube that shows this, where if you get the hard mount that goes on here that'll hold this, you'll get a lot of jello in it. This takes it out because it's spongy.
I thought the Go 2 would get rid of the jello on its own. I didn't realize it still had a jello issue if it was hard mounted. That's a pretty good payload for that little quad too.
But this thing is light.
Oh, the camera is, yeah. It just. Did you see the new action? Oh, you did see the action too. You were on 2K drones earlier.
Yeah.
Stop by. That
well,
thing is cool.
I got in a little late because I was making dinner. I was putting everything into the crock pot. And hey, hello, James. Good to see you. And
time. I knew it.
Maddie. Good to see you. And James, good to see you, James. James, you missed it. I don't know if you saw it, James, but I showed a picture of the dragon fruit that I bought today. It's in the refrigerator right now. I'll probably have tomorrow.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve,
and Steve
Oregon,
Carpenter.
Brother.
Good to see you.
Tonight.
So,
Lori, look
I got that camera, and it came with this mount.
Yes.
And
that's the charger. Isn't that the charging base?
I've got that out in the other room. It's like magnetic. It goes
click
and it holds it in.
It doesn't have like a battery in it, so it'll like charge it on the go. When you're, that's super
that's
cool.
how you connect it to your PC to download the videos. You gotta get the software for it.
Well, so that's the disadvantage. The Insta 360 stuff all requires that you use their app.
Yeah,
and I know some people think that's cool, but it drives me crazy because then I gotta. Because you guys know I have this thing. I have the 360.
Oh yeah, you got that one.
That's the One X2, this is a great little camera, but in fact, you can even put your wireless mic, like my wireless Go, goes on the side of it. It clamps on, and it's in the stitch line, so you don't even see it. So you can have a really good wireless mic, and you never see it. But I have to use their software to edit, which is like another step. And I don't know. It just
but once all you have to do is convert it into an MP3 or something, then you can put it into your whatever editor that you use.
Yeah, I did have some. Well, there was some tricky stuff with DaVinci to bring in the 360 footage in and not have it be weird.
Right.
So I had to find like a plugin that you put into DaVinci. Anyway, it's a couple of steps though, but. Like the Action 2 doesn't need any of that crap. You just bring it in.
Right.
I like that Action 2. It's small and 4K.
Yeah, and it came with this little clip-on thing. You could clip on your, like that, or you could clip it on your hat.
John Coopy is one of those.
Oh, and it also came with this pendant that you could wear under your shirt, and then you just.
And use the magnetically sticks to it. That's very cool too. Yep. Yeah, Coopy has one of those. He really digs it. John Coopy.
So I can't wait to try that out tomorrow with the Flight Club. That should be.
I smell a video coming.
Mm-hmm. Should be several. I'm going to do a review on that other microphone. It'll probably turn out that they sound exactly the same, just a different name. They look exactly the same. But it was missing one of these, so I had to order a couple of these so I could pop it on. It's got a cold shoe that I could.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That was the only down thing. And when I went over there, it was like slim picking.
slim
I kind of figured that's what it would be. The family was going to go over there, but he had a couple keyboards, and he had one acoustic guitar and a Fender Stratocaster.
Oh, nice.
I thought about taking that, and I thought, what am I going to do with another guitar? I've got 2 plus.
That's like drones. You can never have enough. You can never have enough guitars, Art. Like you can't have enough drones.
I know.
Can't have enough.
Hello, Novice Quads, which I believe is Lawrence. Welcome.
I see Trey's channel's taken off. That's really cool. Look at that. He's like up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Every time I click, he has more subscribers. Look at you guys go. That's awesome. Oh,
Jim Troning, good to see you. Here. Well, yeah, I know,
Jim.
James. You can never have enough guitars, but
see,
it was a really nice Stratocaster.
Jim got that in between mouthfuls of waffles.
Yeah.
I was watching his video on his the casting of the
structure
there, and he had like he had the cutouts and the casting built in. They have like the penetrations for I said it.
Penetration.
Yeah. But yeah, for all the electrical and stuff.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I was thinking how careful he had to be to do that, because like what if you miss anything? There's no going back. Once you pour the concrete, it's done, man. That's a big job, but he had everything thought
Hello,
out.
John Bonifant.
Hey, John. Yeah, that was pretty
Any
interesting.
FPV racers online? Oh, go to God. You can get them on eBay. You can get them on Amazon. Race Day Quads is a good site.
I think Trey means like on here, maybe. Maybe he means.
Yeah. There's a ton of FPV channels.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of guys on here.
Go follow Night Train. He's got a lot of
Night Train.
Oh, and Glenn Thunderbird 6, all the way from Australia. Mm-hmm.
Good day.
Yeah, so can't wait to try that out. I got brand new batteries this week. So I got a crap ton of batteries.
I can't believe I shouldn't say this, Art. I'll say it, but I'll knock on wood when I say it. My Mavic 2 batteries are like 3 years plus old, and they're still not swelling.
That's awesome.
Is it because I'm in a crappy cold climate? Is that why? That must be part of it.
Could be.
Maybe. But I still want a Mavic 3. As
you're not draining them down to like 0, and then
you're supposed to occasionally. You're supposed to condition them, I think, by doing that.
Yeah.
You bring them down, and then you charge them up to 40%, and you leave them. I actually need to do them again, but I have like 7 of them, so it takes a while to do it. It's an all afternoon affair.
Hello, Troy, Big Water UAV Solution. Cool. We got a good group tonight.
It is a good group.
Yep. Boy, I'm getting hungry. I'm smelling that Cornish hen cooking. Oh, God.
I was doing my best to slam down 3 shrimp tacos. I was like wharfing them down like Homer Simpson. Lori was yelling at me. She said, "Slow down, Arto, wait, slow down."
Have you been watching Darcizzle Offshore?
Not lately, no.
They do fish tacos. Boy, that looks yummy
too. They're good. Yeah, we've had fish tacos.
They do mostly mahi.
Fish.
Yep.
That's my friend kiddingly called mahi. He said it was Hawaiian for fish.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't think that's
it's
really
a little
true.
more PC than saying dolphin. That's the other name for it, dolphin.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And Dorado is another one.
Flipper.
Yeah, not Flipper is not a fish. He's a mammal.
Flipper is a dolphin, which is a mammal. That is the other. Dolphins are the only other known mammal that has sex for pleasure.
Oh.
Ooh, I think that's true. Google that. I don't know if we should go there on this channel, but anyway, it's supposed to be true. And yeah, anyway.
Speaking of mammals, I have a great drone video that I found the other day. I'm going to share this.
Cool. We're waiting. There we go. Oh, wow. Check that out.
Isn't that cool?
It looks like it's getting ready to have a little appetizer.
He's going to nudge that paddleboard.
Oh, my. It looks like he could just eat the entire paddleboard. Wow, look at that. Oh,
isn't that cool?
Check that out. Yeah,
that is so cool.
It was thinking, like, do I want to eat this for dinner or not?
Well, those kind of whales, they eat krill. They don't.
Yeah, look at that. And look how clear
that
the water
is. A beautiful drone shot.
Indeed. When was that? Where was that taken?
I don't know.
It's really clear.
Yeah. And what a great shot, too.
Indeed.
And that's not one of those humpback whales either. I think
there's another paddleboard over there off in the distance. Oh, there. Yeah. Wow.
I think this is a right whale.
Wow, that's badass. Yeah, who's watching who is right. Kirsho said that. He's right. I don't know who's watching who. Maddie. What's up, Chucky?
And look at this. Another one shows up.
Oh, look how it's snuck in underneath. That's wild. It's like a reveal. Yep. Oh, now it's a party. Wow. Was there music on the original clip?
Yeah, there was. I turned it off because I didn't want to get a copyright.
Oh.
And like the name of the channel is Matsy Jonas.
That's like 500,000 views almost. It's coming up on 500,000. Wow, I'm not worthy. That's awesome.
I mean, when you get a great video like that,
it's going to blow up.
Yeah.
Yep. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Wow.
That's good. Wasn't that awesome?
That's proper use of a drone right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, and if you followed Sizzle Offshore, Brian, aka Pudding, he flies a Phantom 4 Pro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, either a Pro. Yeah, I think
or the advanced.
So, but
the advanced or the Pro. I think
it
the
might be the advanced.
The advanced has.
It didn't have the. It's not like the one James has, where it came with its own screen. I think he's got a phone or a tablet on it.
Oh, maybe that is the Pro. Yeah,
it might be a V2.
I never got into the Phantom line because they're just too chunky for me. The foldables are what won me over. When the Mavic Pro came out, that's when I got on board. I was like, yeah, that's for me. For the portability.
My first real drone was a Phantom 3 Standard. And when I got that, and
I had one of those.
I fixed it up. It had some damage on it, and I was able to fix it up took it out back of the apartment and started flying that. I'm like going, oh my God, this is so flippin' easy to fly. I mean, it just
Yeah.
stays there. I could take my hands off.
Wow.
Where my Buds 3, boy, I was fighting that
Fighting
thing.
it all the time because it was, yeah. I bought a Phantom 3 standard after the Mavic Pro because I had a near flyaway with the Mavic Pro, and I had a major drop in confidence. So I bought the Phantom 3 standard to kind of like just to fly and practice. And that thing was such a pain in the ass to carry around because it was like this humongous.
Oh,
you,
it's
you
big.
start with a Mavic and you buy the Phantom. It's like this monster thing. Took up the whole back seat of my truck. I carried it around.
I don't know if you saw my video where I did a lot of B-roll in it, where you see me coming out of my apartment, and you see me carry the drone up the stairs, and you see me carry it out to the playground, and then you see me coming towards the camera, and it turned out really cool, and that thing blew up. All of a sudden, Bill, the drone reviewer, he started a GoFundMe and he got me a hard shell case for it.
Nice.
Plus a Mavic Air.
Bill Horitz? Is that Bill Horitz?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he got into a little bit of trouble a while ago, but I think it's all
good now. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, he just had a moment. That's all. We all have moments.
Mm-hmm.
Does he ever show up on here? I haven't seen him on here.
No, he hasn't been up on here for a couple of years.
Well, maybe
I think he watches.
He comes back.
Yeah.
Bill, you have to come back.
Yeah.
I've never met Bill. I've watched his stuff. I think I'm even subscribed to his channel.
Oh. Yes, you're right. That was a Phantom 3, Matt.
Yeah, the standard with the red stripies on it.
Yep.
And the screw-on
I bought an Advance. That has gold stripe on it.
Well, the Advance.
I wish I would have gotten the Pro instead. Pro was even better than the Advance.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Okay. Yeah, I said, I wasn't really well versed.
Well, both the Pro and the Advance have the 4K camera, but the Advance has, better features on it. And that's the one that I lost on the roof out back, trying to retrieve another drone.
Well, I gotta fly this thing more. This poor little dude.
There you go.
This thing ain't getting any airtime, and it's got to be angry. It must be angry. The battery even has any. Look, the battery only has 1 bar on it. That's how angry it is.
Oh.
I'm saving it for Lori. I'm gonna let Lori fly it. She doesn't. We need to get her fit up with the goggles so that they're comfortable. She's having an issue where she can't get the goggles to stay put.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get the goggles to fit her proper, and then I think she'll fly the hell out of it. Then she'll do the swing set. That's what you guys all wanted to see. And I'll film her flying through the swing set. It's going to be epic. But that's what we got to do. Because I think I'm just going to get, I might just give this to Lori. Let her be the FPV pilot. She's probably more capable than me anyway. Girl's got no fear. Let her do it.
Right.
She can hang out with, Ken Dono and all those guys.
All right. I've got another video that's drone related that I think you folks will like. So
I don't know. She might power loop it. Maybe, Dustin. Maybe. Who knows what she'll do? I'll give her access to all the little simulators. She can go nuts. Ooh, what's this?
All right, check this out. This is a pigeon that is. Well, he's got something wrapped around his feet, and he's.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
So here we go.
I saw this.
And watch
I couldn't believe this worked either, but I saw this, and that's a mini.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So you can't play the audio art. That's a problem. It's a risk.
No, I just don't want to. And plus, it's in Spanish.
But yeah, I can't believe they did it with a mini. They got up there,
yeah,
with the blade on it. How did
watch how they did that? They just kind of.
How did it get all wrapped up though? It was like wrapped around its feet.
I don't know. Okay.
Pretty cool though. See, drones for good.
See, oh yeah.
So I don't even know how the hell that happened. That's crazy, but
might have been some netting or something.
Oh, maybe, but it really got tangled up in it. It was just made a mess. Oh, look at that. Now you have a courier pigeon.
Oh, there you go.
Well, pigeon jerky? Probably, hopefully not.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that cool?
That's very cool. I saw that. Somehow that popped up on my feed a little while ago, and
I think I sent that to you.
Is it? Oh, maybe you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it was you.
I
couldn't remember
how I sent it to Jeff, thinking, "Hey, he could show this on Ken Heron's show." Yeah, I thought he was going to, and the whale one, and he didn't do it. And I thought, oh, that was so cool. The whale
one's really cool. I like that a lot. That's badass.
So, yep, there's
our great
drones doing good things.
You see a Chris O'Bro.
Right, yeah.
Right. Yep, pigeon jerky. The Cadillac of
what was that WKRP commercial? Red Wigglers, the Cadillac of worms.
Their Cadillac of worms. Yeah, that's right. Who got that campaign? Was that Herb Tarlick that got that one?
I think it was.
He was the sales guy, Herb Tarlick.
Yep.
I think he passed.
Yeah, he did. He just passed this year.
That was and Gordon Jump passed away too. Who played?
Yeah. Oh, he passed away quite a while ago.
Yeah.
So
Gordon Jump was like Arthur Carlson.
Yep. Oh. The big guy.
Oh.
Yep.
The other Art Carlson. Then yeah, the big guy. That was a great show. It only lasted 2 seasons.
Yeah, it was. It was on for 3 years, I believe.
I think.
And then they brought it back for a little while, and it wasn't as successful as.
You see that too? You see what Steve popped up there?
Okay. Cool. Go check that out, folks. Yeah, there was the new WKRP, and Tawny Katane was on that show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like Lonnie Anderson.
And she passed away this year.
I heard that. That's sad.
Yeah. 59 years old. I guess she had problems with alcohol. Yeah.
Well, she was pretty hot back in the day, and Lonnie.
Oh God, yeah, I remember her on the White Snake videos.
Yes, of course.
In the heat of
night. Yeah. Oh, Lonnie, I used to. Well, God, I was like.
Oh, Lonnie Anderson.
I was all freaking hormoned up when I watched Lonnie Anderson.
Bailey Quarters, she was a cutie.
That was like the that's like the Ginger and Mary Ann thing, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Like Mary Ann, she was. Yeah, she was pretty hot too. Bailey Quarters.
Yep.
He's picture taking the glasses off and everything, just
yep,
hair down and just then. Bang.
Oh, when she. Remember the episode where they went to get the calendar pictures, and the photographer was a sleazebag. He had a two-way mirror where he's taking pictures of Lonnie in the changing room.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So they were trying to get the negatives back.
I forgot
And
about
Bailey
that.
Quarters got all dressed up as a hottie toddy German photographer. That was
About that
funny.
episode. The Thanksgiving
Sam
one.
Rose, welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Hey, there's an FPV team. Bob Casey Ariel, what's he saying? Blah blah blah.
Bob Casey, welcome to the show. Come on down.
So what do you think about this? So this action camera using Art, how do you like it so far? Have you used it for just anything other than the drone stuff? Have you played around?
Yeah, I use it for fishing.
The go-to?
I go fishing. Yeah. Well, not the Insta yet. I haven't really played around with it yet. But tomorrow it'll get along. I just bought a waterproof case for it.
Oh, I thought the go-to was already waterproof.
It is, but I feel a little more comfortable with the waterproof case because I made this platform that has a GoPro mount underneath, and on the corners it's got eyelets where I have twine tied to it, and I put the GoPro underneath and put it in the water. I get some really cool underwater video.
Yeah, because this thing, well, the way I'm running it now, obviously it's not waterproof. See, when you have the port showing, it's clearly not waterproof. But I've heard mixed reviews on this thing, on this 1X2 being not so waterproof when you thought it was, and having it go kerplunky.
Bill, Coast Drones.
Hey, Bill.
Welcome to the show.
What the hell are we talking
about? We're talking about
cameras.
The Insta 360 Go-To.
Or maybe the 1X2, depending on the day. But
did you see Chris Sunrise Water Media? He had that attached to his FPV drone.
Yes.
It was the coolest video.
I did. I saw that.
Man.
That's the cool thing about the 360 camera. I mean, you can get that. You get the whole shebang. It's pretty badass.
I mean, that spherical look, that was so cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I have plans for this thing in a couple of weeks. I'm not going to talk about it now, but I have plans for this. There's plans for this camera. I have a project Lori and I are going to do. So we'll get there. Right now, I'm kind of deep. I'm up to my freaking eyebrows in Scotland editing. It's out of control.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, in let's see, 3 weeks is spin up. So no show that weekend. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'll be taking a lot of video with that. I'm going to take my Tiny Hot 2 freestyle with me and have a blast.
So that's not the 30th, is it? That's the week after the 30th?
No, the drawing for the drone is the 30th. It's the following weekend, November 6th.
The 30th is sketchy for me because that's the weekend I'm talking about when I'm going to be running around. In fact, I was supposed to, I don't know if I can even do 2K drones that week.
I hear it's going to snow that week.
It might. I mean, it is October, end of October in the middle of New York State. You guys had snow. That's the precursor.
Up in the mountains we did. We got our first frost down there.
Yeah, that's like our 2-week warning. When you guys get it, we usually have about 2 weeks, seriously, half a month, and then we're seeing something. We still have dodged frost. It's insane. Normally we have a frost here by now. So, I don't know.
No, the drawing is October 30th for the drone tater. And that'll be for the Tiny Hawk 2 freestyle.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well,
so be there.
Be there.
Hopefully
square.
Yeah. Yep,
Who's
that's right. November 6th.
Who's gonna buy the Mavic 3? It's funny
That
because
is
the Mavic 3 will
way
be
out of my
announced.
price range.
Well, no, you don't need the
$3,000.
Are we talking Cinepack? Or are we going to talk the more normal version? Like, the one that will actually benefit you as a YouTube creator if you're a good pilot. If you're not a good pilot, don't waste your money because it's just, drones don't miraculously make you a super cinematic god. You have to have skills. So if you're not comfortable yet, then just keep working at it with what you got. You'll be fine. I'm just
Hey,
not to
Michael
insult
Blade
anybody
and
because when you
Lori,
go,
good to see you.
ways to go. But yeah, I kind of want them. I keep telling myself I don't need the Mavic 3, and I don't. But Bill knows. Bill's out there in the chat, I think, somewhere. He knows.
Yep. Bill is
Everybody
in the
knows
chat.
I'm gonna get suckered into it because I kind of want it. But I don't need the Cinepack deal. I just the regular setup will be really great for YouTube and stuff.
There was somebody that was Lon Denard, he wanted to get it, and somebody was giving him crap. You don't
It's
need
not
a
right to give
drone.
the guy. Right?
I was like, who the hell are you?
Nobody. You don't need it, right? I mean, I don't need it either, but I want it. Doesn't mean I need it.
No, what's up with people that have attitudes like that?
Well, everybody wants to kind of tell you what's best for you. There was a whole discussion on that, wasn't there? When you were watching that too.
I mean, I think we're all grown-ups here,
Yeah, we are.
I
get it. Everybody thinks like, we all feel like we're all Mr. Know-It-All. And we're like, yeah, you don't need that. Don't get that. But what if you want it and you've got the freaking cash?
If you want it, come and get it.
Taking me back.
Oh, Friday. Oh, darn, I'm gonna miss that. I get in at 7:15.
Gotta get in earlier. Bump up your flight. Art, bump it up. Gotta bump it up, brother.
You know what? I'll check and see if I could do that.
Might be able to.
Yeah.
Demonetized. Who got demonetized? For what? For singing a little bit of a... No.
Yeah, I think I did less than a second on that. 1 second song.
They can't. That doesn't even match anything. You're good, but you're not that good. It's fine. You should be fine. You're fine.
Thanks, Bob.
Keep up. Don't quit your day job. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. I don't have the pipes like Ken Heron. Boy, that guy can sing.
I remember, he sang at the end of one of the shows. It was pretty awesome.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What's he been up to? I've seen a couple of his videos come by and stuff. He's doing some things, but
he had a great rainbow video in his members only.
Yeah. I've let most of my memberships lapse.
And then he had the Jackrabbit, good to see you. He had one the pre-show. That was kind of cringy.
Kind of cringy? Cringeworthy?
Yeah. Oh God. Watching Jeff squirm. Oh God, that was the funny part.
Look at the hashtag.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, they were talking about manscaping.
Oh, great. Well, that's what fishing with Louisa is. She's been pushing the manscaping.
Oh, is that one of her sponsors?
Yeah, it makes me want to go buy one. She's wearing this little itty bitty like what's that bikini company in Australia? Wicked Weasel, I think it is. She's wearing one of those things, man. There's not much to the imagination. It's spectacular. It makes me want to go anything she's selling. It's like the blood has to leave the brain. It's like, duh, okay.
Yeah.
Littlehead says, buy that now. Okay.
I watch a few of her videos, but to me, she doesn't really connect like Darcy does.
Oh, who
Where
cares?
Darcy is,
Who cares?
yeah.
Now we need the sound on for her. I just watch her. I was like,
Where Darcy actually, she'll tell you
yeah.
the gear she's using, the bait, and what they're fishing for, and then her boyfriend.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that one. Okay, Lori, whatever you say.
yeah.
Gotta do some cleanup.
But yeah. Brian does the cooking, and so it's that. I think they both have around the same amount of subscribers. Where Darcy's got, last I looked, it's 377. So she's closing in on 400K.
Amazing. It's amazing
Have
what
you seen
TNA will do for a
Ashley's
channel.
That thing is growing like mad. She's closing in on 100K.
I'm sorry. I'm jealous, but whatever. Whatever.
Oh, she's a sweetie. And the way
Yeah,
she
okay,
does
whatever.
she's funny. She's
No.
genuine, and I think that's why her channel is doing so well.
She's found a niche.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just jealous, that's all.
Well, now that they changed
jealous.
the community tab to 500,
I haven't seen it
so
yet. I should have it soon, but they're rolling it out, so it takes a while. Like Keith and I were talking about that. Keith said it took, I think,
it
1,000.
It goes out on the 12th of this month.
Yeah, it rolled out on the 12th, which was Tuesday.
Right.
But it takes time for it to like kick in.
So what does that mean that once you get 500 and the appropriate amount of watch time, you're monetized? What does that mean?
No, I think the monetization is still at the 1,000 mark. The community tab is it's nice though, because Lori and I just broke 500 a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, so, awesome.
Yeah, thanks. And so I'm thinking this is really cool. We'll have like the community tab, which to me is, I can really make use of that. We can make use of that to help grow the channel. I mean, you still
what do you get with the community tab? What does that mean?
Well, I've seen other channels with it, and it lets them kind of reach out to their subscribers more readily. You can send communication to them. You can have polls. You can kind of push videos. Have a nice conversation.
Kind of like premieres and stuff like that.
Well, you can do premieres anyway, but you can at least it's another channel of communication that I don't have, that all of us small channels below 1,000 didn't have, but now if you're 500 or greater, so it'll be good for me. I know I can make use of it. That'll be cool.
Okay, cool. Well, keep plugging away. You'll be at 1,000 someday.
Someday. Well, I was talking to Jackie from Drone Seekers International.
Right.
And because she asked me a question of she's like, how'd you get your channel name custom and on your YouTube channel? And I was telling her, oh, well, how many subscribers do you have? You have more than like 100 subscribers, right? She's like, oh yeah. So, well, you just go into YouTube, you go into Studio, and you can come up with a custom URL. You get that at 100. Once you get to 100 subscribers, that's when you get your custom URL, which is really cool. So we talked about that on the phone, and then we just shot we BS'd about a bunch of stuff, which was fun. Jackie's really fun to talk to. I'm going to be on there tomorrow. That's going to be really fun. That's going to be cool. I love those guys. So it'll be really fun to be on there tomorrow. But, so anyway, I walked her through that, and then we were just talking about Scotland and some other stuff, and drones in general, which was really fun. Awesome. She's like in Portugal now.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
Spain or Portugal? What did she tell me? Funny,
Sounds
right?
like a lot of fun. That's another place that's on my
On your
bucket list
list.
is go to Europe.
Well, we need to. Lori and I had a really good time in Scotland, and now we kind of want to. Well, we want to see Scotland again, but there's so much other stuff that we want to see.
Yeah.
Like I know
Oh,
Norway
Europe
and
is
Sweden.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much stuff
Yeah.
there. I
And
mean,
it's old.
it would take you years to go through and see all the places. I'm I'm a big fan of. I'm a follower of World War One, and I would love to go to some of the battlefield.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
in Poland, there's a famous fort there called Przemysl, and that's the fort that the Russians tried to breach, and it took them a couple of years to finally break the siege and get in. And then by the time they got in, it's like, oh, there's a revolution. We're done with this war.
Spain is where Lori knows where the hell she is. Lori knows better than I do. Oh, freaking girl. So she's on top of everything. Michael,
another place would be Gallipoli in Turkey. Famous battle there.
Well, I think as far as cool scenery goes, I'm kind of leaning towards like Norway and Sweden next time around.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then my coworker told me if I was going to do Norway and Sweden, I'd have to add one more to the list to get like the whole Viking thing going. What the hell was it? But anyway, they're all neighboring countries, and
yep.
I think we could hit.
Then there's Finland.
Finland.
Did you know that Finland was once part of Russia?
No.
It became independent after World War One. Yeah.
And then Greece would be really cool. I know Lori wants to go to Greece. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to like get a personal trainer
Greece
to get ready
and
so.
the the former Yugoslavia states, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, Slovenia, all those would be cool. I mean, did you know there's I think it was Dubrovnik is where they filmed Game of Thrones.
Really now?
Yeah.
Cool.
And what else? Oh yeah, go up to Hungary and Austria, and Czech and Slovak.
You see,
Brad Alston, good to see you.
Uncle Bill's Toys. Lori's on top of everything. Insert inappropriate comment here. Hey, Greg, how you doing, man?
Greg Pittman.
Yeah, Lori's part Polish. I tease her about that all the time, but I think I'm really the one that's mostly Polish. I mean, the joke side.
Oh, the Eastern European.
Stubborn and goofies. That's me.
I think Kovac, isn't that a Slavic?
Yeah, Czech mostly. Yeah. Yeah.
That's another place I want to go to. Germany and Switzerland, Italy.
Yeah. I remember years and years ago, my dad told me what I should do is, this is back when I kind of wanted a BMW. He's like, I should go over to Germany for like a month and like order my BMW to be delivered with USA specs, drive it all around Europe, and then put it on a boat and ship it back home.
Oh.
How cool would that be?
Hey,
you're not supposed to give that information out. Paznikowski, which her mom used to say, God rest her soul, her mom was awesome, was help, there's a pig in my kitchen.
Hey, we're up to 40.
Well, all right, that's awesome. All
right. That's awesome. All right, well, it is time for toffee giveaway.
All right, 26 is taken. Attention all bidders, 26 is taken.
Pick a number between 1 and 50 in about a minute or two. We'll spin the big wheel.
Nice.
I'm hoping
drum roll, please. Did Brad get a number?
I wish I had that.
There
you know
go.
What I keep thinking about? I gotta fix my keypad here for my sound effects. I keep forgetting. Lori, 29's already taken.
You're gonna hit the Lori, pick again. You gotta like pick again, Lori.
Matt, you only get to pick one number. Sorry.
Well, he figures if he picks them all, he's fine.
Yeah. And the cool thing, starting tonight, we will ship anywhere in the world.
I know. Anywhere in the. Lori hasn't opened up the last batch of toffee. Toffee. I said.
Well, I was hoping that the my friends from the Philippines would be here. The Fabian and Bernal clan would be here,
James?
but they are at a christening for my my godson's little sisters being christened today.
Wow.
Her name is Princess Fabian.
Princess
How do you like that?
Fabian.
Yep. All right, folks, let's get ready to spin that wheel. Oh, there's Carla Enstrom. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
I'll refrain from entering the toffee drawing. Okay, Carla.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and bring up the wheel. Alrighty, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Let me see. Okay, where's that? And the winner is 34.
34. Let's see. We got 33. Akira Show has 33. Was there a 34 in the house? Chris Hope has 35. Uh-oh, they're each off by one. Oh, Bob Casey has 34.
Oh, Bob Casey.
That was the first number that Bob picked out of like, oh no, he picked 19 first. He disqualified himself. Can't pick like a billion, or did he have to pick another number?
Chris Hope has 35.
Well, he had 19, so Bob picked 19 first, so that's his first number. You guys make it so difficult. Why can't you just pick one number? Why do you have to be this way? This makes it so hard on a co-host. I don't have enough wine for this pressure.
Bill's got 39. Chris has 35.
Chris and well, Chris was off by one, and Matt was off by one. But again, I see where Bob Casey picked 19
Matt
first.
Bagwell is off by one. Yep.
Yeah, so like the first one I saw was Akira Show. He's 33. He's off by one. Then I scrolled down and then I saw Chris Hope is 35. He's off by one on the high side. So is it like the Price is Right, the closest without going over? How do you split it hard? Do we have a sudden death challenge between Chris and
well, let's go with the lowest number. Let's give it to who had the lowest number?
Akira
Matt Bagwell. He hasn't won. Okay, so
the lowest number?
Yeah, he's got 33. So let's give it to Matt Bagwell. All right, Matt. If you could email me your address, I will post my address.
I thought we should add sudden death. Sudden death. We should have them battle to the death, Art. We need like a little You need a jousting app where they can joust one another for the win. That'd be kind of cool. Jousting for the win. I have to turn up the heat on this contest.
Or should we? Yeah, Matt did pick a bunch of numbers, but
that's what I was. Bob Casey did also. I don't know why he did that, but he confused me because he had like a few numbers in before he nailed it.
Oh, you know what? Akira Show has the first 33.
Yeah, he does. He was closest first. Is that how you want to do it?
Okay. All right, let's give it to Akira Show. I think I have his address, but if I don't, Akira Show, sorry, Matt, you picked too many numbers at this. I'm sorry, we gotta follow the rules here.
It's one per customer, man. It's not complicated.
Yeah. So, Akira Show, please email me your address. I think I already have it, but
we got 4 wow.
Alrighty, so congratulations, Akira Show. Oh, Rob, Drone Rob, good to see you. Welcome to the show. All right, even Steve Mack agrees. Steve, if you could pop up my address or my email again. Yep. Well, thanks for stopping in, Steve Carpenter.
Yeah, is he checking out on us?
Yeah.
Aw. I see Steve just posted your email, Art. Calo Kid. You're in there. Yep.
Colorado Kid 1960 at gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
There it is, right there.
Very good. Refresh Trey's channel and oh, that's not so bad.
So now we're just waiting for James to finish scarfing down his.
Yeah, he should be he should be on here soon.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do 4 hours again tonight.
Oh yeah, me neither.
Yeah, that was a freaking
well, and I gotta eat and I gotta run over and see my friends. Man, band play because the drummer is the guy that's getting me those real estate gigs, and he's got my SD card.
Oh, well, there's a few reasons. There's a few good reasons. Do they have anything? Ooh, I love that stuff. Do they have anything on YouTube? I do love that stuff.
Oh, another thing is I'm bringing some almond toffee to spin up.
Oh, you said you were gonna. Are you gonna get the individually wrapped stuff? Did you find it?
We're still working that out with Rick Enstrom. So, cool.
Well, I don't think they'll be bashful. You put it in a bowl, it'll be gone.
Yep. Oh God. I think when I was there in 19, I think it was Barry Markowitz brought some. What was it? Chocolate covered macadamia nuts.
Oh my God, those are awesome.
Were good.
Oh yeah, I had those in Hawaii a few times. Damn things are addictive. We brought that stuff home from the island. It's insane. Mm-hmm. How many drones you gonna bring to spin up, Art?
Well, so far I think I'm gonna bring the freestyle.
Okay.
I may bring the 5-inch with me.
Ooh.
And that way I've got one controller, 2 drones. Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. It's nice that you can use the same controller for multiple drones. That's why I like that. That's why I kind of like the smart controller because it runs.
The smart controller. I could use it on. I could use it on a Mavic Pro. I could use it on the Air 2, and I think
the Mavic 2 Pro, the Air 2, the Air 2S, the Mini 2 if you had one.
Yep, Mini 2. Yep.
This guy, no.
There you go. Oh, it won't work with that? No, that's got its own dedicated.
Yeah, I didn't bring this to Scotland because I just couldn't find a way to pack the damn thing. I ran out of room. It is kind of chunky.
We're up to 42, man.
Nice, man.
Cool, that's another record.
It's a new record. It's always good to set new records. The smart controller, I don't know what do they cost these days. Can you find one used?
They're about $700 used.
It was $750 new. When it first came out, it was $650 new, and I thought that was insane, and I ordered one immediately anyway. Mm-hmm. I remember I got it when it came out from a place called it was Carolina Drones. Do you remember those guys? Carolina Drones?
Yep.
Cool little place.
He's bringing the Tiny Hawk 2, Me 2, Air 2S. Oh, cool.
Gonna have a full arsenal.
Awesome, Brad. Yep. And I think Bill from Coast to Coast Drones was gonna go. Now he's not gonna be able to go.
No, I can't go. I don't have enough vacation time. I burned it all up.
It would have been neat to finally meet Bill.
Yeah,
but I'll finally get to meet Angie. Angie's going to be there.
That's cool.
And I think there's going to be a few other newbies there. Harley, FPV, welcome to the show.
I got to get downstate.
You just missed the toffee giveaway.
Oh, Harley did just miss it. Yeah, I got to get downstate, hook up with the New York City guys. They're a cool bunch. You know, Captured Life and
there you go.
And
and Drone Sight.
Yeah, there are a lot of cool dudes. I got to get down there and hook up with them.
And Drone Bum.
It's like there's so many downstate in New York City area that I gotta fly with. I'd like to meet up with them like in the Catskills because that's considered barely upstate is the Catskills, and that'd be a nice place to fly.
Well, and you've got Mike Roach. He's not far from you.
Mike's right around the corner from me. He's seriously, he's like 15 minutes away, I think, at the most.
Oh yeah.
I might come down to Jersey at some point because
there you go.
I have a really good friend on. Well, we were on the Moverio Glasses site together. Dan Vega, he's a good dude. He doesn't spend much time on here with us drone guys, but he was an FPV guy way back in the day. He was building his own FPVs and stuff. He has a little channel. He makes
all right. Hopefully, Chris Hope may join us. Send him the link.
I like.
You know
Chris.
what? I'll do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again, man.
You sent it out to some really, really good people, and why did they never drop in? Am I scaring them away? I feel bad.
Who knows? Adrian's on tonight.
Well, Adrian's on. He'll be on in 40.
Yeah, he'll be on in 45 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then the Canadian Drone Hub was on before you. They're always
right.
Well, they're always on.
Yeah, they're on multiple times a day.
But they're a good bunch of guys. So
yeah, they are.
I love Roger and Paul, and was it Dave, Hugh, Andrew.
Yeah, I wish some of those guys would come in. No,
they do sometimes. I've seen them pop in occasionally.
I do see Roger once in a while.
Yeah, Roger will
but I never see. I think Andrew might have popped in a few times.
Pusa Studios.
Yeah, Pusa Studios. His name is he's got a French last name. Oh God, Andrew. I can't remember what his last name. And his wife's a cutie. Have you seen it when they were both on?
She's dropped in on Canadian Drone Hub occasionally. She'll drop in. She'll come in on camera. Yeah, she's cool. Then
and she's from Latvia.
Oh yeah, Latvian. They know how to party. Those Latvian chicks, they know how to party. Mm-hmm. We had Latvian neighbors in my parents' house in the backyard. And they had the loudest, wildest parties in the summertime. They had like the screened-in porch, is really big. And like it'd get every couple of times in the summertime, they'd be all rip roaring, drunk, singing and stuff. It was pretty wild.
Yep.
Good people. Where was it going? I can't remember. I lost my train of thought now.
Robert Glazer. Is he in? All right. Cool. Good to see you, Robert.
It's a big group. Do I even want to look? I'm going to look again. Let's see. Yeah. Solid, man. Solid.
So, yeah, so I got that. And then I still got to get that little tiny whoop over to Full Send to have them help me mount or bind it with my controller. Can't figure out what the heck is going on with that.
Yeah, you'll have to find some tech support to help you with
that.
Yeah,
I had it set to D8, and we still couldn't bind it.
Bummer.
But you hook up the Betaflight, it shows up in there, and
Well, I replaced my water bottle. I told you the story.
There you go.
I had water in it and went through security in Heathrow, and that was the last I saw it because they're like, yeah, what do you have in that thing? Water. Oh, well, we're going to have to throw it out. So that was the end of this. So
there you go. My merch never gets stuck on a boat from China.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, I should show you some of my merch. Let's
Oh, Captain Ray's in. See Captain Ray?
And there's my t-shirt.
It's nice. Is there anything on the back of that art? Is that a double-sider?
No, I don't think there is anything.
Oh, come on, man. That should be like...
Here's my mug. That's pretty cool.
Mug's pretty cool, yeah.
And for those of you that are still in the mask, there's my ArtCo mask.
Gotta have an ArtCo mask.
And you know what? I don't have a photo of my tumbler.
I just ordered one of those for I ordered a Covaction tumbler, like when I ordered this thing. And
right?
Well, Spring or Teespring, whatever you want to call them, they always ship kind of like everything comes separately. You notice that?
Right.
You order a bunch of stuff. You get like I ordered a mug. The mug came like one day. The shirts came another day. This came another day.
Mm-hmm.
The tumbler, we'll see when the tumbler tumbles on in. But all their stuff is really, really nice. I like their stuff.
I ordered a couple of the tumblers, and I gave one away to the photographer that I worked with on the real estate gig. Gave him one. And let's see. I still have another mug that I've got. I should do a giveaway on that.
I have keychains from Sticker Mule.
Huh.
And cool. I've got a bag of them, and I don't know what the hell I did with the bag of them. I was going to give them away, and I can't find the stinking bag.
Hello, Ray. Good to see you.
Captain Ray's in the house.
You want to know a cool hack that I found out about mugs?
What's
you
that?
Take a mug and flip it over.
Uh-huh.
You know that part that doesn't have the glaze on it?
Uh-huh.
You can sharpen your knives with that.
No way.
All you have to do is wet that and take your knife and
it's a whetstone.
You get sharp. Yep.
Wow. That's a good trick. I told you about the knife sharpener.
I learned, I think somebody posted that on Facebook. I had to go, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
I made a vlogging error in Scotland related to knife sharpeners. We were in one of the castles. I think it was it might have been Alon Donick Castle. Anyway, they had this really cool wooden, like it looked like an orb on the table. It was all carved. Did I tell you about this already? Anyway, like it separated in two halves and was filled with sand inside, and it was like a medieval knife sharpener. It's really it was a sword sharpener.
Oh,
really cool. Oh, it's really cool. And I didn't vlog it, and I feel like an idiot because like a lot of times I did vlog stuff like that because we met so many interesting people that would like just whatever tell us bits of information, teach us things, and it was really fun to vlog it. But I didn't get that one, and it was so cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so there were so many good moments when we were on vacation.
Yeah.
It was pretty special. There can't get them all, I guess. But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, that's cool that you can sharpen a knife with the bottom side of a mug if you just use it as a whetstone. Cool. So yeah, Ray Kelly's supposed to have me and Lori on Wednesday night.
Ooh, awesome! I'll be watching.
Lori's got to do
kind of a regular on Wednesday, and it's usually right during the dinner when I watch. I watch on my little cell phone.
That time works out pretty well for me because it's like 7:00 Eastern, which is a nice time to kind of like. Lori and I are usually eating then. Well, we're usually eating then, but we're sitting in front of the TV.
Is that right after Big Brother?
Big Brother?
Yeah, on CBS. That's usually on Wednesday. My sister watches that all the time.
I never watch. Lori and I don't even watch regular TV anymore. We're like YouTubers now. We watch YouTube everything. We're like watching.
Same
Lori
here.
We'll sit there and watch Canadian Drone Hub. Like we'll have dinner. We'll put dinner on the dining or on the cocktail table in the living room and sit there and watch Drone Hub or whatever, and it's kind of funny. I never thought Lori would like sit there and watch drone stuff with me, but she does. Or we'll pull up like one of the travel vlogger channels and see what the competition's up to.
Right.
See what they're doing. See what maybe we want to do differently.
You're right, Ray. YouTube is where it's at.
That's right, man. That's where it's at.
And you know what else? I haven't watched one professional football game this year.
Really now?
Yep. I just lost interest after the baloney with the kneeling and stuff, and I said, I'm done. Yep. Same with baseball. I don't even think because the local team is on.
I'm all foggy. Hold on.
On the radio, yeah, more foggy.
There we go. I don't know. It got the Brio got confusoed. Damn Brio.
I haven't watched a pro basketball game in years. So I just not interested in pro or college sports anymore. I don't know. I guess I'm getting old. My dad was the same way. He didn't follow sports after 40 years old.
My parents watch SU basketball. They call Syracuse cardiac cues because of college basketball. My parents still watch that stuff and they shouldn't. Did I hear confuso? No, Bill, I don't know if you did, man. So yeah, Bill was watching us earlier this, early afternoon, late morning. What's this? Lori Kovac Adventure Archives. Is Lori gonna get her own channel? Drop me.
There you go.
She'd probably skyrocket without me.
Yeah.
I'll just be her drone. I'll do all the drone work for her. She can be your own thing. Yeah, the Orangeman. That's right. That's why I have an orange truck now. It fits right in around here. Freaking bright ass Autel orange truck.
Yep.
I might have to get.
And it's the alma mater of President Joe Biden.
It is. He used to hang out at this guy named what was it? What were the neighbors? They went to law school together. And the wife hated him. I'm trying to think of the name with a C. I can't think of the last name. But anyway, yeah, the Secret Service and all that crap would show up because they'd wheel into the circle where my parents live because it's a few doors down, and Joe Biden would be there with this guy, and they'd be hanging out, and yeah, the guy's wife hated him. But yeah, anyway, it's funny stuff. There you go. Double the income off YouTube. Yeah, well, Lori's channel probably would blow right by mine.
Yep. Oh, this past month was a really good month for me, so it'll be interesting to see how well I did when the AdSense comes in next week.
Nice, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. It's nice to have Lori teamed up with me. Now we're sharing.
There you go.
I think it's gonna be. It'll be good. It's gonna be good. She's so many good ideas. The girl has so many good ideas that we.
And that's a neat thing about some of the analytic stuff in YouTube. You can find out your revenue, your audience, and where your audience is coming from. What I get a lot of people from Facebook coming in. That's one thing. And I started branching out into Instagram. So I've been posting more of my ArtCo stuff on Instagram to try to drive traffic to the channel.
Yeah, I've tried that too. I've even put some stuff on Twitter just to see if it works.
Ooh, and I forgot to do Twitter this week.
Gotta do Twitter, yeah.
I do that
because it's another channel, basically. But
yep.
Yeah, I know. Remember how pissed off I was when you were talking about the two cranberry dudes? But you know what? I was only pissed off because you brought it up on here, like in front of everybody, because it was embarrassing. But we actually, Lori and I, we've been working on curing that. So I think it's a lot better now. It was pretty stiff, but I mean, it's hard to be in front of the camera.
Well,
it takes a while to get used to it.
That's what this channel is about. A little bit of constructive criticism, not the.
It was yeah, but it's like I was like, not in front of everybody, Art. No, don't do it in front of everybody, man. Yeah, but anyway, so I think like the Scotland stuff is a lot looser than.
Yeah, it looked a lot smoother.
Well, hell, she freaking Lori put on that dress and everything and was out at one point. She was in public.
It reminded me of the beginning of The Hills Are Alive.
Well, that was the idea. Lori came to me a month ago and she said, "Don't be mad, but I kind of did something." And I was like, "What'd you do?" And she said, "Well, I bought this dress," and she showed it to me. Showed me Claire's dress, and she says, "I want to bring it to Scotland, and I think we should do a trailer, and I want to do it kind of like The Sound of Music, like Julie Andrews, where she's like on the hill." And then she watched. Right. We watched the opening shot, which was filmed with back then a helicopter.
Right.
There was actually, they were talking about how the helicopter damn near blew Julie Andrews over because it was a pretty tight shot. And so anyway, Lori showed me the shot. I'm like, yeah, we could do something like that with a drone for sure. I don't know where we're going to do it, but we could do something kind of similar. So that's what fueled the whole opening shot of the teaser was, Lori spinning. And that was on the Isle of Skye. That was at the house we rented on the Isle of Skye. And instead of we kind of did the shot backwards because I had the three sisters off in the distance from behind Lori. I had the three sisters. So I kind of had the camera start with the three sisters and pan down to her and then pulled the drone back and then tried to stop. It took so many takes to get that right because Lori would start to walk forward and then spin and I'd like outrun her with the drone and we have to stop and do it again.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, oh shit, we got to do it again. Like, get back there, do it again. She's like, it's great.
Oh, and didn't you do a shot where you were like right overhead and you could see her
That was second. Yeah. So I went overhead and then I
was
had her
pretty
spin
cool.
again. I thought that'd be a nice follow-up to the first shot, just something a little artsy.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Lipa City, not Peru, but the Philippines. It's James, my PI Dreams.
Oh,
morning,
you stealing my
Magadang Umaga.
I was just getting going, pushing Lori's skills
now
and stuff. And
now you know how I feel, Chuck.
I hate karma. Karma sucks.
Hey, karma. How's everybody this morning?
We're doing pretty good.
I guess this evening for you guys. It's morning
good everything.
Yes, it is. It's
like
6:30.
Keith on the K-Spot. He's 11 hours ahead of me, I think. So it's like 7:30 in the morning there. We always say good everything instead of good morning or good evening. We say good everything.
I had to wipe the cobwebs and this microphone here. It's in the basement. It's in the basement in the Tiki Bar, and it's just that we're using the basement to build the pavilion back over here.
Right?
Pavilion.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah. Well, actually, you're saying if for those who are following, and there are probably several of the folks inside the chat right now that are following the pavilion build, what you're saying right now here is about 2 weeks advanced ahead. In progress, what you're going to see, because I think the last video that posted Saturday morning here would be Friday night for you guys.
Yeah,
was the one for the formwork for the bar, for the little mini bar.
You had that little blowout at the bottom there.
Yeah. So that's what that is. But this is like about 2 weeks. What I'm doing.
We got some wind.
It is. I noticed that. Maybe is it noisy on you? Is it noisy on your end?
It was messing up your mic a teeny tiny bit for a second there. I got a little bit of a.
How about if I turn? How about now? Am I still loud enough that you can hear me?
Well, it's gonna be hard to
deal with Mother Nature.
Okay.
Mother Nature kicked me in the nuts on vacation a bunch of times. I couldn't get the drone in there. Dude. So many times I wanted to fly and 50-mile-an-hour winds kept me on the ground. I was so mad.
Oh, let me tell you, Chuck, and I know you can appreciate this. I missed the money shot. I missed the viral video. I missed the opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh God, you're preaching to the choir. What'd you miss?
Well, remember the drone was down. Both of my drones were down, right? The Phantom 4 is down. The Air 2S was down for the controller. And everything's gonna have to lead up, so this might be a little long, but I'll try not to make it long. Anyway, let's start. Let's start. Let's go where I started. Let's focus. Let's stay on track. Well, anyway, I missed the money shot. The money shot. We have two neighbors across the street, both Canadians, and they're in the process of doing a build. And what they're doing, both the lots were cleared at the same time. One is actually, they just got the building permits, so they're actually going to start doing the construction of ground. But they did all the clearing, and they put bunkhouse and all the places for supplies and everything like that. But the two lots across from us, owned by the Canadians, they have a challenging topography for their landscape. It drops down real low in the back of the yard. It's if you have somebody that knows how to take advantage of it, like people who build in mountains on the side of hills and things like that, there is some awesome opportunities that you can have there that you can't get anywhere else inside the subdivision. Mm-hmm. But it is a challenge, and I'm going to show you what the challenge resulted in. I don't think anybody has seen this, and I haven't even showed it on my. And actually, if Gerard Stillman. 28, I think it's 20. Stillman,
he's in the chat right now.
Is he in the chat? Well,
he will try in quotes.
He might be interested in this. So I'm going to share. Let me share something with you real quick. I held this back because I was going to show it to him first, but since he's here, I'm sure he won't mind. And it's actually not on his lot. Where this money shot came in is actually the lot next to Steve's lot, right next. So let me see if I can get this one right here. Yeah, here it is. And I have a little video too. After you look at this, I'll share the video with you as well.
Alrighty.
So this is what happens when you put an inexperienced excavator driver, a very unexperienced.
Oh no! Was he okay?
Oh boy.
Well,
that's
okay.
going to leave a mark.
He's okay, but I think they're into their second week trying to get this. Now the good thing, the good thing, they've been spending. As a matter of fact, today is Sunday here, and they have authorization to come in. They actually finally got it turned over. It's right side up, but I'll show you. I'm going to share another screen with you. Hold on, let me stop this one and share another one with you. Share. Is it the video file? I think I could share a video file, right?
Yeah.
Let me do that. I was going to share the screen. Hold on a second. Bear with me, and you'll get to see what it looks like right side up right now. I think this is the one. Is it this the one? Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Do you have it?
Yep.
See.
Oh, wait. There we go.
So they got it right side up. And that's the second excavator that they put down there to attempt getting the first excavator that flipped over upside down out of there. So look, the cab is pretty much crushed. It's crushed in.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. So anyway, how do I turn that off? You can turn it off. I don't think I get to turn that off from my side. So anyway, I got several other videos, and I'll share it with Gerard one day. We'll sit here over a beer down either in the pavilion in the backyard or in the tiki bar down in the basement. So I captured. But the money shot was that morning. That was the first time I opened up the new controller that I ordered on Amazon.com that shipped over from China. That was the first time when I found out that it wasn't working. It wouldn't pair. What I wanted to do as they were going back there to do some of this with the original excavator that wasn't damaged, on the trip down, I was going to do the drone above. And then I would have captured.
You would have had it all happen.
I would have captured the entire droppage of the soil, the rolling of the thing, and that would have been an epic video.
But, yeah.
You know, well, your luck is like mine then, because I've missed so many good ops too.
Yeah, the DJI gods just weren't there for me. But did you replay that?
Oh, okay, I guess.
I
just saw it here, and I. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, my big concern, especially being on the board of directors of the HOA here, was that that excavator, when it rolled, if it would have rolled one more time, it would have gone through that back wall.
Oh yeah.
Then if it goes through the back wall is another about 20, 25, maybe 20, maybe about 20 meter drop that goes down to a creek. It's the water that takes all the water from Lipa proper on this side, and it sends it down to Rosario, to San Juan. I don't know, somewhere way south. Yeah. So that would have been horrible, because it would have left this gaping hole. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Absolutely. But I missed the shot. But on the flip side, on the good side, I got the controller working.
Good. Good.
I played her. I read you were talking earlier about YouTube, about it was a YouTube weekend for me too. It still is right now with you guys last night. But I did a lot of research, and there's so much good information on YouTube, and I read everything what I could possibly do, because I was getting no result from the seller out of China for him to the final thing was he didn't have the answer, the solution to fix it, so he wanted me to send it back to him. And you can't do like in the US. What's great about the US, like with Amazon.com, they'll send somebody to your house to pick it up right from you door to door. They'll give you a return shipping label. You just give it to the UPS or the FedEx guy, whoever picks it up. And you don't pay anything. Over in the Philippines, it's not like that. It's more of a challenge. When they say, "Oh, you're going to have to return this," well, you have to find a pickup center somewhere in the province in Batangas here, and then you have to pay for the return shipping, which for me was $50 for them to ship over here from China. Wow. It was $50 in shipping and handling fees and all that kind of stuff. So and I got to thinking, I only paid $100 for the controller, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to end up spending $100 in shipping. So I got really fed up. So I did what I should have done a little bit more at the very beginning. I did lots of research on YouTube, and I ended up doing all kinds of stuff. But what fixed the problem, I'm not 100% sure, but I updated the firmware using Assistant 2 on the laptop. On the drone itself, I was only one version back of the firmware.
Yeah.
And then what I did was I finally got the controller to be recognized by Assistant 2, because that was the main problem. I couldn't pair the controller to the drone. Right. Because nothing would recognize the controller. Assistant 2.
So you updated the firmware and everything, and then everything would handshake.
Yeah, I messed around, and I let it charge for like 12 hours. And I know it's only supposed to take 4 hours to go with maximum charge. But when I finally did that, maybe the charge wasn't quite high enough. Maybe it had to be a certain level inside there. Yeah. But it recognized it in the Assistant 2. I was able to update it to the latest firmware. So I had the latest firmware. They matched. There wasn't a mismatch in firmware between the controller and the drone. And then life is good again. So it's working. So good. So you'll be seeing more drone video. I've done none on the pavilion build. I'm really
How long did that take?
And I hope the people here. Well, I'm still working, because I'm doing most of it by myself. It's a one man thing. What I've solicited for assistance here is everything that I can't do and pick up myself, like all the beams of the height and everything, and all the masonry work is by Caribbean Construction. Those guys who are building the two houses across the street over here, they've been so great. The contractor himself, the owner of the company, he said, whenever you need anybody, he says, we're right across the street anyway. Just let my guys know. So every time I needed to pick up a heavy piece of wood, I'm like, hey, can you send 2 guys over? And they come right over and they help me with it. Awesome. But right now I have 4 rafters up. You see the 2 in the front and the 2 in the back. And I have 6 rafters I finished yesterday, which was Saturday, down in the basement to the solignum for the treating. So Monday, after it dries, I'll put the stain on it. We'll put the 6 rafters up. Then next is the exciting part. It's part of the ceiling on the inside, and the roofing, all the different things that will give us a roof. So within about 1 week and a half, we'll have a full roof, and then I'll be dried in.
That's right,
as much as you can be dried in inside a pavilion, because it's all over.
Right.
All the way around.
Matt was just saying, everybody remember to give the thumbs up, because I don't know what we have going on. I haven't looked in a little while, but well, we're doing okay. 36 thumbs up, but yeah, more thumbs up, the better.
I noticed today on your stats there, you have more people at the very beginning. Just in the waiting
room.
In the waiting queue for your thing to start. So you have a lot of people who are very dedicated and anxious to see the episode today. So congrats on that. It means you're doing something right. It's really
doing something right.
It's really good. And then I noticed your numbers even right now. What I can't see here. I don't think it reports.
Yeah, I'm at 30 right now. I was up to 31. 42.
Yeah, you were probably up to 40. You were up to 42, and then I came on and it dropped down to 30.
So. Well, good thing right after the drawing for the toffee, it's like, all right, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Okay, we'll blame it on the toffee.
Blame it on the toffee. And the
fact now it's going back up. We're up to 34.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hand out free waffles.
Anyway, I got a question of the day for those. And if anybody here is either from the Philippines or married to a Filipina, they'll know what this is. But do you know what this is?
It's not a baby potato, is it?
It's got salt potato.
If you're from the Philippines, everybody would know what this is.
Is that a nut? What the hell is
that? Pecan?
Nope. No. I'm going to give the folks in the comment section. Anybody in the comment section? They got no. The rambutan has the spikes. Looks like a porcupine.
Yeah.
So anyway,
guava.
I know there's got to be some, not guava. Guava is much bigger than this. This is like the size of a big grape. So it's got to be somebody. If Greg were here, he would know. I'm gonna get.
Greg has some internet issues.
Oh, I saw.
I haven't seen Greg in a while.
Well, Greg had posted a video, I think yesterday, and he was slamming his. Oh my God, I was about to cry from all his internet troubles that he had, and his contacting the internet company, and then they kind of screwed him over, and then he tried to switch over to another internet company, and then the original.
It's a macadamia nut.
No. Okay, I'm gonna open it. Okay, I'm gonna open it.
I thought Lori had it. I was gonna like, yeah.
No, I'm gonna open it. And then, the way you open it, you kind of squeeze it until you get a split. I was just saying how
he's working
easy.
at it. He has no fingernails, so he can't get it to happen.
I just crushed it. And it's all over my laptop now. But you see, this is the inside. This is a fruit. This is a fruit. Let me show you. You see this? This is the inside.
It's gooey.
Well, anyway, this is a Lanzoni.
It's not wiggling.
Lanzoni. So, if you, I like to say this is a. What do I like to say? It's a combination of. If you like grapefruit. And you like grapes, the taste here is in between. Not Santal. No, I have Santal. That's more like a tangerine, a Santal. But this is in between a grape and grapefruit. That's what this is right here. And it's really good. And they're really inexpensive here. And this is I guess this is the season right now because Nesh got 2 kilos the day before yesterday of these. Well, I mean, that's what it looks like. Whole, and it comes in a bunch, like a big, huge grape bunch.
Really, like a bunch of grapes, kind of like,
yeah. And it goes really, it doesn't grow on the end of the limb. It grows right next to the trunk, and there'll be a big.
Oh, kind of like a Brussels sprout.
I don't know about that.
Brussels sprouts.
Sorry, this is so good. It's addictive. They're very addictive.
Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer and Chris Wedgeworth.
Hey, look, Johnny's in the house. Well, we have Captain Ray and Johnny. So
Chuck, I gotta share this with you. I don't know what's up with Art. I got the email from him yesterday, or I think it was email.
It came in pretty early. He sent it pretty early.
No, this was the one about the dragon fruit. He's like, James. He was so happy. He was so happy.
Excited about that.
And he wanted. I don't know if I was the first person he sent that to, but he's probably he sent me the picture of the dragon fruit. He was so excited. So I replied back to Art, and I was very specific. I said, Art, don't show anybody the dragon fruit or talk about the dragon fruit until I come on the show. And so that was the set. And what do? I open up, I hear him do the jokes. And what is the first thing he opens up with?
Super excited about
it. Let me show you my dragon fruit.
Super excited. He was super excited. The color looked a little off though compared to
it looks pale. I don't know because they grow they grow dragon fruit in the US too, mainly in the desert area because it is a cactus. And it probably comes from maybe parts of California in the dry areas, maybe New Mexico, Arizona, those areas like that. So I don't know the origin of where your dragon fruit came from. You should look because it'll usually say did you get it at the grocery store?
Yes, I did.
And it should say usually when you go to grocery store, it'll say product of Mexico, product of.
Okay.
Next time, check and see where it came from. Okay. But remember, there's different varieties. But that one right there, you don't know what's inside because when you open it up, it might not be the red ones like I have right here, the red purplish ones. It might be white. It might be all white with the speckly, and those are really good too.
I heard yellow is pretty tasty.
Yeah, well, they're all. I gotta tell you, they're all tasty, but the sweetest ones are the purple reddish ones on the inside.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I got the freezer downstairs. It's full. We got so many at one or two harvests that we had inside here. We froze them, and they're good. And what I told you, I said, when you eat it with a side of vanilla ice cream, a la mode, kind of like.
I gotta go get some.
Heart's all over that. He was talking about it earlier. Yeah.
So do me a favor when you do that. When you open it up, you cut it up, do a video and bring it onto your show next week.
Okay.
Okay, I think that'd be cool. I'm curious. We should have a drawing for what's inside the dragon fruit. What color is it? White? Is it red? Reddish purple? Is it yellow? And there's another color. I forgot what it is. It's like four colors.
Oh, okay, cool.
So do that. And before you share it next week. Sorry for eating. This stuff is addictive. Before you share your video and tell about it, you should have, maybe that's what the drawing should be. No, you can't do the drawing like that because you got too many people for like four numbers, 4 colors. So
yeah, Art's getting to the point where he's gonna have to expand the toffee number drawing. It'll have to be like a higher. You're gonna be up. You're pushing 50 right now, sir.
Yeah, I might have to do 75.
Maybe.
Can you do that? Can your wheel? Can you change?
Oh yeah, you could adjust it.
Yeah, you can.
Because when you first show it, just has like 5 or 6 segments. You can go in and you could. What I do is I just delete them and I just go 1 enter, 2 enter, and then go down, and that's all the segments. And I keep doing that right up to 50, and then I hit add to segment, and it does all the.
So it's configurable. That's good. That's good. Hey, I also saw on Greg's little broadcast that it was a very short one because he couldn't do his regular thing because of the limitation to his bandwidth that he has using a phone, because he did it on a phone. But I also saw that Lloyd's wife was in the hospital. Any updates?
Yeah, she was having breathing issues. She's home now, but
that's good.
Sad news: 2 of 3 of his dogs have died.
Why is that?
Well, one of them was he was pretty old, about 13 years old. And that was the 2 Pomeranians died. The other one was 7 years old.
That's sad.
Don't know what happened. If one died and the other one got lonely, and so now they just have the big dog. So now, when he's on Greg's show, you won't hear in the background.
Well, that's sad. That's sad because the dogs they're like part of our family. It's like
they're cute little dogs. Yeah.
Since all of our human kids are all grown up and have kids and families and stuff like that. We now with Hapone and Marianne, we call them the kids. They're the kids. At nighttime, it'll be like, "Did you feed the kids?" Yeah, I'll say the master in this. Did you feed the kids? And I said, "Gotta let the kids in."
Good night, Trey.
Yeah, I don't know when Trey might have stepped out a while ago, but wow, you guys really kicked up his channel a bit. I looked in I think he was he picked up 5 subscribers. That's pretty good. He's at 31 now.
That's
I think.
good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
His stuff's very cinematic. I mean, he hasn't been out there a long time, and I think he's got a lot of potential.
Well, speaking of cinematic on the Air 2S, and I guess on most of the drones, you got those 3 settings. You got the sport, you got the regular, and then
tripod,
the cinematic. So I have, because my drone hasn't been operational long enough for me to play with those. So I'm anxious to try the cinematic and see how it does first. Because I think that'll work good around here, because we do like the 360s of whatever project that we're working on here. And having it, I have to edit what I've done manually. When you see it and it looks so nice and smooth, well, that's because you see only the stuff I allowed to stay in. You don't see when you make a quick.
Well, of course,
dude.
I mean, you should see how. If I didn't cut my videos up, this is the worst pilot ever. Of course, yeah.
Cinematic mode. Get rid of the pregnant pauses.
Yeah, all that stuff. When you're setting up the shot and executing, you got to cut it just right. And then sometimes I don't have enough meat. I got to slow down the footage and use optical flow to get enough clip so I can actually fill my little void between.
Well, that actually,
the
that technique, that strategy actually kind of works for you sometimes. It depends on, now for you do, because you're Chuck. I'm talking to you, Chuck. Your travel vlogs that you do, they encompass some really long, smooth, relaxing kind of a feeling, like when you do your bridge shots and you do your
I love those bridge
shots in the mountains, stuff like that. Yeah, so you keep an extended segment, a shot inside there. But what I do here, I do the opposite. I do the 3.5 to about 6-second segments, and then I roll over to the next one over and over and over again. And they both work. It all depends on what you're trying to achieve.
You're right though. You're supposed to keep, like, the trailer that we did. The shots are much quicker. They're much quicker, and that's what you're supposed to do. It's like you never 5 seconds is like optimal for like a shot.
Your trailer was awesome. That one that you for the Scotland thing. It looked professional. It looked just like an advertisement for the Bureau of Tourism for Scotland. It really did.
James, I've got a question. Sure. On your trailer that you do at the end of the video, where looks like your logo is being carved out of wood or something, where it says How did you do that?
It's Blender, and I give that information in every description block. I every piece of equipment that I've used inside, the versions, and the editing software and the hardware. It's in the description block. If you look at it on your computer on your web browser,
right?
So Blender is what I use for that. And there's some great, if you want to do anything like that, there's some great tutorials out there. I couldn't teach you how to do it. I used the tutorial on YouTube to be able to, and that's what I built everything, the intro and the exit.
And the outro.
And they've got Blender that'll work with, is that for Mac or is that for Windows?
It's both. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure when I built that when I was in Afghanistan, both the intro and the outro, in anticipation. I did that in 2016. Right. And I built those in anticipation that we were moving to the Philippines in 2017. And I needed something for the channel. So I was building up all the templates and everything for the channel. So I did that. I had a Panasonic, what is it? The CF31, the military style. The police use and the military.
Yeah.
Like that. That's what I used.
That was the Tough Book or whatever it was called.
The Tough Book.
Yeah.
The Tough Book. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I still have that. I
see those all the time on the police auction website.
Yeah, they're good. And there's a company out there. I can't remember the name of the company. It's one man. He owns this company. And if you're looking for like a CF31 that I have, a CF30, that's one of my favorites. I don't think it's really supported by Panasonic anymore. But this company, they do upgrades. They take the shell, they'll take all these people that have for repairs and everything like that, and they upgrade the motherboards inside there, the processors. And you can buy a Toughbook CF31 today with the latest specs, with the latest processors and everything like that. So there's a demand for it because it literally is a Toughbook. I rolled a MATV. I don't know if you know, it's the big military all-terrain vehicles. Right. I accidentally left my Toughbook on the ground, and I was doing some testing up in New Jersey, and I ran totally over it. And when it rolled over, I opened up. There was no damage when it didn't break the glass, didn't dent the case. That's how tough a Toughbook is.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Lori needs a new laptop. Her Dell touchscreen's delaminating from the back side.
Well, I'm not a Windows guy. You and Chuck, you and I always have the debate between the
That's
Mac
all good.
world
you have to
Windows.
use what you're comfy with. It's all good.
But the thing is,
I love the teas, but it's all good.
Yeah, I really like the Mac, but there are some things that you have to have a Windows machine to do because they haven't converted over the software over to the Mac platform. Mm-hmm. And case in point is the Assistant 2. The Assistant 2 for DJI.
Oh, really?
That's only Windows. They don't have a Mac.
They don't have a
Yeah. At least I didn't find it, and I had to. What I do is I use Fusion, VMware Fusion, and I have a virtual Windows machine, a Windows 10 machine on this laptop that we have right here. And I do anything that I need to do, because even there's some Microsoft product, Visio, part of the Microsoft Office line, and that was one of my favorite development tools that I had, especially for flow charts and things like that. It's not available under the Mac Office suite that they have. They don't have Visio in there, so I have to run it on a virtual machine.
That's so weird, because like DJI, on the back of all their drones, it says designed for Apple. It's like it doesn't say designed for Android. It says designed for iOS or whatever. And then you're telling me that the software is only PC based. That's bizarre.
So the controller, your controllers, they hook into your smartphone. It'll be it's Android and iOS is what they have it set up for. So that's when they said when they're saying designed for Apple, that's what they're talking about. But not all the applications that make life bearable in the DJI world, such as the assistant too. Yeah, assistant too. Yeah. You really have to. If I didn't have,
you have to have it. I've used it before.
I wouldn't
calibrate your sensors. You can't calibrate your sensors without it.
Yeah, you can't calibrate all the calibration things that you need to do and stuff like that. But you have to have. I'm pretty sure. Now somebody might come up and say, "No, I found it," and if you did, that's great, because that means I don't need my Windows machine pretty much anymore.
Right. So then make you happy, because that is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is
a pain in the ass.
It's not too bad. It's actually not too bad, because VMware has come a long way in the last 15, 20 years. A long way. It's so simple, and it's transparent. When you open up, it actually the Windows opens faster on my Mac in VMware than it does on a laptop. That's a Windows laptop. That's a PC.
I just bought a 1 terabyte M.2 drive to put in this machine. So
I love my NVMe drive, and
the price of those have come way down.
NVMEs they're the shit.
$100
say that?
for
they are
1
awesome.
terabyte. Remember when it used to be $200 for a 1 terabyte M.2? Boy, can't wait to get that. And then I'll copy my C drive over onto that, put that in, and then I'll have a ton of room.
Well, you guys, I got to tell you, Chuck, and pretty much everybody on here, you guys are major influencers. And that's what they say about our channel. Our channel here is we're big influencers, because we make a recommendation on something for doing DIY home improvement kind of stuff like that. I get tons of replies, and then people just buy based on our experience, because we give true experience of anything. We say on our channel, we do the good, bad, and the ugly. We'll tell you everything. If it's no good, we're going to tell you it's no good. If it's really good, we're going to tell you it's really good.
Well, nothing's perfect.
But remember that you guys are bad. You're horrible for me, because you make me spend money. I got to tell you, you make me spend. And you're gonna say, and I'll let you know. When my controller was dead, and I thought it was really dead, and I didn't want to buy another of the stock controller that comes with the Air 2S. I pulled the trigger, and I went on Amazon, and I ordered the smart controller. So
you'll like it. Love it.
I like it. It's the Smart Controller 2 is coming out, though, but there's no telling if it'll be backward compatible to. I think it will be backward compatible to the Air 2S and the Mini 2.
Well, that's what I worried about, and I got to tell you, every time I do something like that, when I buy a new piece of hardware, every time I do that, every time I get hammered. It's like when I bought the Mac that we have here. When I bought the Mac, it's like 2 weeks after I bought this Mac, the Mac with the M1 chip came out.
Well, you do know that the Mavic 3 is going to be paired up with a second version of the smart controller, right? You knew that?
No, I haven't been. Yeah, even though this is a drone show, I don't normally come here for drone conversation. That might be obvious to you. I pick up good information. Yeah. So
anyway,
it's going to be.
Yeah, there'll be a new smart controller. It looks just like the existing smart controller, but I think the hardware has been vastly improved. So the question is, will the new smart controller, it's going to be OcuSync 3, right? That's their current communication platform, which we know is very much compatible with OcuSync 2. It's just OcuSync 2 doesn't have 4 antennas, only has 2. But we don't know if the new smart controller 2 is going to be backward compatible with the Mini 2, the Mavic 2 series, and like the Air 2 and the Air 2S. And I suspect it will be, but just because the way they've been trying to be more competitive, because Autel is just clawing away at their freaking market share.
At the market share,
yeah. So they kind of have to kind of break down a little bit and be a little more cooperative with us consumers.
Now with the one, I think their latest drone that I know of is the one that I just bought, the Air 2S, one of the latest drones that they marketed. It is a OcuSync 3. The drone itself is OcuSync 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think the controller is not
2.
It's OcuSync 2, right?
Right.
So now I guess the OcuSync 3,
it's more antennae.
It's for the future, or it's got the stock
4
controller.
I don't see where they change that on the new smart controller unless they have. You still have the antenna that kind of like it folds up and holds the sticks and it drops down. You fold it down.
Well, yeah, it's weird. It's weird, the orientation, and
you're gonna point them straight down, James, when you're holding the remote.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
Like this.
I didn't realize that until I just read something on that. Because normally you put your antennas up like this, and your field of radiation is perpendicular to your antenna.
They're gonna be down. You're gonna point them down, straight down,
but
like 90 degrees off the.
Yeah, but on the stock controller, it tells you point to edge, like you're pointing away. You point it towards your drone, and that's where the focus of the radiation is from that. I didn't realize that until.
I don't know if they're gonna hide a couple more antennae in the smart controller housing to maybe make it OcuSync 3. Yeah, it doesn't matter though. I mean, the range is pretty good regardless. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal, but. I like it. Even in Scotland, I didn't have any problems with range. I flew the Mini 2 and the Mavic 2 Pro.
Hey, Mike.
I don't fly that far
drone
away from
and tech
anyway.
guy. Good to see you. Long time no see.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have any problems in the UK, and everybody said, "Oh, you're going to have that reduced range because when you're in the UK, it's going to automatically know you're there and throttle back the signal strength." But it wasn't a problem.
But I think a lot of it has to do with the distance, your distance of flight.
And I wasn't flying that far away from me. I tend to keep it kind of like line of sight, nice and close. And
I've had, and I know you felt this, and every drone owner in probably the history of drones knows that feeling when your drone is out of sight.
It's a butt fucker.
Yeah, and you lose communication between your controller and the drone itself, and you're like,
is it going to come back?
And then you get that empty feeling, that pit in your stomach that you get inside there,
Been there, done that, yeah.
But I've seen some horror stories, and I've seen horror stories with the Air 2S and some even these newer drones that are out there about their drone never came back. It dumped somewhere in the wilderness. And,
it sucks.
But I never had that problem with the Phantom 4. Of course, it doesn't work right now. It's not, but at least I have the physical carcass of the
carcass.
Of the drone. Well, it pretty much is a carcass. You've seen it's got Band-Aids all over it and epoxy glue, and it's kind of a mess. But I didn't crash it because it's just that from previous crashes and things like that. But right now the Phantom 4 is in-op because of I can't communicate between the controller. Also, basically very similar that I have with the Air 2S, but the batteries are fully charged. I have 4 bars on the controller, but they're just not talking to each other. I got nothing going. No, I won't say that. When I say they don't talk to each other, you can't see anything through the camera. There's no camera connection inside. It says connect.
might be a VTX or something with the, maybe something detached on one of the ribbon cables might have come loose.
Could be. So when I get some extra time, whenever that will be in between projects, then maybe I'll rip it apart and look and see if there's a loose cable or something inside there. But I just don't have time for that right now.
So I've got Cornish game hen in the crock pot, and oh god, it smells so good.
Oh, I love like roast. We had roast chicken last night. Last night was Saturday. Friday is fish. Saturday is pizza, and Sunday is steak night. But yesterday we had pizza for lunch, and then Ness said, "Let's try something different tonight." So she ordered from one of the chicken rotisserie stands around here, a rotisserie chicken. We had that last night for dinner. I love roasted chicken. I love the grease that comes out from the chicken inside there, and the brown from the rotisserie, the brown skin on the outside. Oh, it's so good. I'm probably making this. Probably isn't helping with your appetite right now.
I've got a freezer full of food that my friend gave me. His son passed away a couple months ago, and he had a big freezer in his garage that was just stuffed full of food and frozen bait too. But he had like 4 or 5 Cornish game hens, and I got one of them because if I got another one, it would have been hard for me to carry it. All that stuff from my car and my apartment. So I got that, and I got prime rib, and I got a chuck roast.
A chuck roast, a me roast,
a chuck roast,
a me roast.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
Some salmon and either cod or halibut, and antelope steak and antelope ground beef. Yeah,
I don't think I've had that before. It's weird. It's weird, but the Philippines has weird things, weird reptiles, weird flying objects, and more ants than you can shake a stick at.
Well, at least you don't have the murder hornets over there.
No, not that I know of. We have huge hornets though. We have some huge hornets, but I've never. But you know, it's the thing, and I think we've talked about this some in the previous episodes. We talked about hornets. The worst hornets are those little tiny ones where there's like thousands of, and they make their nests inside the ground. I think Chuck and I were talking about getting.
Yeah, we call them bumblebees over
things. Yeah, we have ground bees that.
In Colorado, you know, Colorado has several kinds of bees around here. I did not know that. Other than honeybees, and we got different. Well, we got yellow jackets, and I think we have hornets here as well.
Yeah, those yellow and that's what I was talking. The ones that are like little hornets, they look like little yellow jackets, the real tiny ones. But they have the worst sting, and they're powerful. The sting that they have. And speaking of in Colorado, you just said Colorado. You know, I didn't know. Or maybe I don't recollect us talking about your email, Colin Kid at Gmail or whatever. I always thought that was colonoscopy kid because of your age.
Oh my god!
I didn't know that was Colorado kid, but when you said it today, when you said Colorado kid, I'm like, oh, that's what the
COLOKID 1960.
Colonoscopy kid.
Sorry about that, Art.
That's a bad one. I was trying to do my thumbnail while we're talking in the background.
Carla says yellow jackets are assholes.
I hate those damn things. They start to come in. This is the time of year when they find their way in our fireplace. Because it's cold outside, starts to chill off. They start coming down in the fireplace, and then they find their way through the nooks and crannies between the glass doors, and then we find them on the curtains in the living room and stuff. Those little bastards.
Yep, that's right.
Yellow jackets are not bees. They are Vespa. They are wasps.
Yeah, I don't bother. I don't bother any of the flying insects except for the little yellow jackets that are making a nest somewhere, and I'll spray them. All the other flying things are awesome for doing for the pollination and the cross pollination around here. And I think that's one of the reasons why we have such good harvest on all of those citruses that we have around here, especially the calamansi. I always see something flying on the calamansi and the blossoms all over there, and we have tons of fruit that are coming off of our trees. As a matter of fact, this is the first year. Remember I told you the story that we have lots of citrus trees inside the backyard, and I put the little white label thing that you put in the ground. It's like a little sign, and I wrote the name of all. And then I did it with permanent marker, but over the years with the UV and the rain,
they faded.
It faded, and I have no idea what I have in the ground.
What kind of plant is this?
Well, that's what it is. It's what kind. So right now, I have a tree that looks like it's making tangerines, but I'm not sure what because there's so many things they call. They have mandarins over here. They have all these different things that look like tangerines, but some are a little bit different size. Some have seeds, some don't have seeds, pits inside. And so one of them is called, I think it's called kiat kiat. And I think that right next to the pool, on the side of the pool, I have a tree. And this is the first in 4 years since I planted it. This is the first time it's actually producing fruit. But I don't know what it is yet, and I'll have to wait till it starts getting ripe and ask somebody, "What is this? Is this kiat? Is this a mandarin?" They all look the same to me.
My dad had the same problem. He was down in Mexico, and he found this nut, and he was trying to find out what kind of nut this was. And my dad he's not fluent in Spanish.
Then your dad said, "I think we'll name this Art."
No, so he's going around saying what kind, and they couldn't understand what he was saying. So he finally said, "What kind of cacahuate is this?" And they go, "Oh, almondas." It was an almond.
Well, I hope speaking of nuts, I hope our cashew tree does okay this next season. It's healthy. It's right on the corner of the house over here.
Right.
And I hope we get some. We didn't roast none of the cashews we got last year from it. What we did, we ate the fruit. We just said the fruit is really sweet. That's right. That encompasses. You get the cashew on the bottom and the big fruit on the top, and it's really sweet. So I don't think. This is a lot of work. There's a lot of work into cashew not the harvesting, the actual processing of cashews. And you got to be real careful because cashews they produce this oil that's like toxic and kind of poisonous and everything like that. Yeah, it'll burn.
Like castor beans.
I don't know that. So
castor beans that has you can make ricin with it. Ricin is deadly.
Oh, you're gonna be flagged for that.
He's gonna get flagged for that stuff. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Thinking the next thing you know, he's like, well, I think. Oh wow, I uploaded my video, the first vlog. I put it up on YouTube. It rendered it, and it's already 4K, and it's only been like 6 hours.
I think I got to tell. I think YouTube is doing some upgrades on their servers because same thing with mine because mine is usually a 15 to 30 minute video. 15 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, mine's a little shorter
and all
than
mine,
that, but
all of mine now are 4K. I do nothing less than 4K.
Yeah,
it used to while I'm just gonna say a couple of months ago, it would take forever for it to render the high definition 4K videos. But now
we're 4K. Yeah.
Now minutes. Everything it's the rendering is really fast.
So, now, if only I could get my subscribership to go up really, really fast, it'd be awesome.
Hey, I've got a great photo that shows you where pumpkin pie comes from.
Really now? Oh, I think I've seen this. Go ahead, bring it up. It's an oldie, but yeah, I've seen that one before. I should have known. Yeah. It's an oldie, but
I'm not a fan of pumpkin pie.
I'm gonna have to go out of sequence with our vlogs a little bit though, because I have something I want to release on Halloween that's just super appropriate. So I'm gonna have to like take the vlogs out of sequence. I can't let that one sit. I've got something super spooky that's got to come out on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta.
Well, last year, Art, you did a special Halloween show last year.
Yeah, I did do a special Halloween show.
You doing that again this year?
I think so. Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if Lori and I will be. We're renting a house for the weekend in Cooperstown that weekend, so maybe we'll probably be back at the house at that point. But you're not going to keep me on as late as you normally do, Art. I got better things to do.
No, well, I think we'll go another 10 more minutes and then.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Lori might wear that dress for me. That's
even
super cool.
Even though it's my day off, I work 6 days. I've been working 6 days. You would not believe how long it takes to take a tree that was recently cut and it's all raw. The tree is all raw. It's got the bark on it and everything.
Oh boy.
And be able to mill it down from that raw wood to get it to what you see right there, back there.
I like the difference in color, by the way, when you're talking about how the wood was like
yeah, I got
the way it took the stain, it would be like darker.
Yeah. What I noticed with the wood, with the mahogany, is the lighter wood, and I mean lighter in color, lighter in weight, means it's less dense.
That's what you were talking about. Yeah,
it gets much darker when you stain it because it absorbs,
soaks it up like a sponge.
That's like a sponge. And it's so you see, like on the post over there by the side where the mini bar area is going to be, you see it's much darker than this one right here.
Yeah.
And because that one over there was much whiter. And I noticed yesterday with doing all the rafters, I have 6 rafters that I did, that I prepared, and I did the silicon. I know it's going to happen. The ones that I put tomorrow when I put the deck staining on it, they're going to get super dark. But you know what? It adds to something. If everything was exactly the same, it would. There's no uniqueness to, and that's what I like so much about wood. Some people don't like the knots. Some people don't like looking at grains and everything. A lot of time, that's when I finish wood. That's why
gives character. Yeah.
That's sometimes when I put stain on it, I'm worried that the stain is going to cover up all these beautiful features of the natural wood that's inside there. But I like seeing the contrast, between different pieces of wood. Yeah,
I just don't like white wood like in cherry, when cherry has like the parts of it that won't take stain at all. It's like
I think that's because it's so hard. The cherry wood is so hard. It's so dense.
Yeah.
Because like we have some stickly furniture that just didn't take stain for whatever reason in some spots. It's whatever. Kind of like the oak the best though. This whole desk that I'm working with is all oak.
Well, oak is also extremely dense.
This is good stuff. It's really tough.
It's good floors.
Yeah, and you want to make sure.
Makes good desk furniture too, because it's strong like bull.
Yeah, but you need a lot of this to be able to lift oak.
This stuff in here, this office set was flipping heavy, and it's all quarter sawn too, so it's really pretty. They quarter saw all the oak planks for stickly furniture, so it has that really nice grain.
Well, I'm so looking forward to getting these next 2 projects out of the way, because everything after these next 2 projects for me, it's going to be hobby, having fun kind of stuff. And even though this is fun, I got to tell you, I'm really enjoying building the pavilion back here. It's just the sense of doing stuff yourself as much as you can do, even though I call it DIY and have some assistance, because I told you I can't lift everything by myself, and I don't want to do the masonry work. But there's just a sense of satisfaction that you get. But the job when I get this done, and then I have to do the wardrobes inside the house. We still haven't built wardrobes in any of the bedrooms, but I'm going to do that myself. So that's going to be That's going to be kind of fun. It's really not a hobby, but it has to get done. But after I get that done, there's going to be some fun projects inside the basement that I've already got it in my mind, already laid out what I want to do. And I think some folks are going to really enjoy that, especially some of the design and imagination that's going to go into something like table saws, the workbench, where you integrate all your different pieces of tools into workbench.
Want to say hello to Edge FPV. Welcome to the show. Yeah,
hey,
we're getting some new people.
Yeah, I don't think I remember Edge FPV.
So. Well, I've been thinking about. I was talking about building a log cabin, and then after I did some more research on it, that's going to take more maintenance. So, one of the designs that I found I really like. It's just a simple, house that has 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and then it's got an upper level that has a loft in it. And I thought, oh, that'd be a great place for my studio. And I can have a bedroom on the main floor and a guest room on the main floor. And it would have like an open format where you got the kitchen, dining room, and the living area. And I thought, all right, what can I do that would save me some money? Well, in Tennessee, there are a lot of barns that people want to have taken down. So I thought, that wood would be excellent for building a house. And then I could go, there's a place called Restore where you could buy building supplies there. They've got tiles, they've got shingles, they've got windows, bathtubs, showers, sinks. They've got marble and granite countertop you could get there. And I thought, man, I could, if I get a lot somewhere where I have access to water and utilities, I could build a nice little house there.
Well, you're talking about log cabins. Unfortunately, they don't build in the U.S. like they build over here. We've talked in the past about the U.S. is king for wood. We have the resources. There's so much wood, so many forests. Over here, it's the opposite. They don't have that many forests over here. So concrete is king over here.
Right.
So we have a resident inside our subdivision right here who actually built a log cabin house. But all the logs are prefabricated concrete. They come on a flatbed truck. They were preformed, and it has the grain. It's a mold.
Oh, cool!
It is so. It's one of our German neighbors over here, and is zero maintenance. They take it. I think there's like you stack them like Legos and stuff like that.
Right.
And they fit on top. You have your plan, your model. They fabricate everything at the factory. And it's all concrete with steel reinforcement inside there. They bring a big truck, and he's the original first resident of this subdivision right here. It was the first house that was built outside here, and this house looks as good today. I've known him for 5 years, and the house
is that Henry?
That's Henry. Yeah, that's Henry.
Yeah.
Holy, you guys know Henry. I don't know who the hell that is. That's great.
So and it looks just as good. So, but I don't think they do stuff like that in the U.S. So if you were talking about the maintenance set, and I don't really know what maintenance that you would have to do to a log cabin.
Well, because you gotta seal the wood, so
it's got to be treated.
Treat it, and then you gotta stain it every so many years because it fades on the sunny side.
Yeah. Well, that's even for this right here. The Solignum deck stain recommends every 5 years reapplying a coat of the stain inside there. So imagine you would just take a light sanding and then reapply. And it's very easy for this, right? And for the amount of space that I got right here, if I only have to do that once every 5 years, I've got no problem with that. It helps seal it, because the deck stain also is a moisture preventative. It repels the moisture, and that's the biggest thing. That's why they don't build wood houses here in the Philippines like we do in North America, because of the humidity and the termites.
Yeah, humidity and termites would tear them up.
And they go they go hand in hand.
Crazy for that stuff. Yeah, I've seen. Lori and I used to rent a house in the Caribbean. Like, we rented the same place a bunch of years in a row. I think I told you guys this, but we went back, like, they had just done all this work on the place. We go back 12 months later, and the place was like dissolving.
We have a resident. We have a resident in our subdivision here as well. By the clubhouse, they called it a Bahay Kubo house. It's all wood. It's 100% wood. And after the first year, 1 year, and they didn't do the proper treating.
But it's really tough to keep the stuff, like, it just wants.
Every bit of the fascia on all the roofing totally disintegrated from termites. The posts that hold.
Yeah, they ate it alive.
Oh yeah. So that's why.
And it looked like it was rotting, but it was because it's being eaten alive and everything. And the salt air and just everything. Just brutal.
So you have to treat over here, and I think one of the upcoming episodes, I explain. I don't remember where I am on my series right now, but I explain how Selignum works for treating for the termites that goes in. It's basically treated wood, like we treat wood.
I thought you showed that already, didn't we?
Maybe I should that. Yeah,
I thought you did something on that already.
So it's really So if you do that, if you do proper treatment, especially with the type of woods, there are several type of woods that have characteristics over here that are anti-termite. The termites just aren't interested, and mahogany has some of those characteristics inside there. I had a piece.
It's bad to them, basically.
When we built Villa Feliz here, started building in February of 2017. We had 6 mahogany trees that lined the road. It was in the little half-meter planting strip between the sidewalk and your perimeter wall, and we had to take down 6 of those. And I used one of the when they chopped it down with the chainsaw, one of the stumps at the very bottom, cut on both sides. It was raw. I put it at the front of the Bahay Kubo as a step up to go into the Bahay Kubo. So 5 years later, and I just moved it when we removed the Bahay Kubo, moved across the street over to our Canadian friends' lot. When I pulled up, I expected underneath that mahogany stump that was been saturated in water for 5 years, I expected it to be full of insect damage and rotting out. When I dug it up and pulled it out of the wet soil in the ground, nothing. It was not. It was still the way it was when it was like.
Wow, I didn't realize mahogany was that tough when it came to.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. It's weird because some of the trees, because we used some of the subdivision tree to build or are using to build the pavilion back here. And I had to reject some of the trees because upward, not in the ground, not the root portion. Maybe the root portion has a little bit different characteristics for repelling insects than the trunk up higher. But I noticed some of the trunk lumber, when they cut it for me, I had to reject it because there was some type of insect. And I don't know if maybe it's not a termite, but something that bores. They bore into the wood. They make like a tunnel and it goes through. And then inside the trunk, it'll be a big cavity. I don't know, a big cavity about this big right here that's empty because they ate all the wood on the inside there. So they're not impervious to or total to all insects, but I don't think termites really like mahogany trees so much around here. So I don't know what the other insect is that did that damage.
Well, guys, we've come to 2.5 hours, a little over 2.5, so I think it's about time to shut this bad boy down. I am starving, and
we don't want another marathon like last week.
Oh my God, you guys come back! I'm jet lagged, Chuck. And you're trying to kill me.
Oh man, that was a long one. That was a long one.
So I want to thank all the guys, everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming. It was a great show. We broke another record tonight, so that's going to be good. It'll be interesting to see the analytics in a couple days. See how well we did.
How it cooks.
I think we'll be over 200 total views after this.
Well, you definitely
last week we made it to 223 total views last I looked. So that's good. Keep driving those numbers up.
Keep going, man.
Helping out with the revenue and stuff. Carla, good to see you. Say hi to your husband, Bill. And I know Rick is down your way. Rick is at his ranch in Bristol. They're duck hunting. They got their blinds up along the Arkansas River, and they're getting ready to blow some ducks out of the sky.
Do the duck call.
So,
my
James, Chuck, thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you next week.
Always a pleasure.
All right. Peace out.